if you're gonna waste your time watching TV shows and doing nothing and producing nothing, at the end of the day, once you died, ang ginawa mong last is nothing.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Jay Christ, and welcome to another episode of the Design Life Show. In episode 53 of TDLS, I'm chatting with Chico Orange. Chico is a Filipino geek, entrepreneur, and a startup evangelist. He is currently the founder and CEO of Citrus.ph, a full-service digital agency based in the sunny Philippines. In this episode, we talk about Chico's ground-up stories, how he was able to break through from being poor using his passion for designing, his ground-up stories of success on how he was able to build his own company from scratch, and best practical step on how to dispel your procrastinations today, and a lot more. So make sure to stick around until the end, and hopefully you will find this episode valuable as much as I do, and I learned a lot of things from this great guy, and I really enjoy this podcast episode. And for those who are asking how to support the show, you can go to thedesignlifeshow.com. That's thedesignlifeshow.com. And please subscribe on any of your favorite podcast app, on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or SoundCloud. So, in any of your favorite podcast app, this podcast may be on there, on that list as well. Okay, so let's go and jump into this week's episode. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this episode.
You're listening to The Design Life Show, a podcast that's helping everyone grow to live a meaningful and creative life. It's me, Jay Christ, a designer from the Philippines, best known for being an advocate of essentialism and optimism. I'm sitting down with awesome people to talk about their journey, their process, and the lessons they've learned along the way.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Jay Christ, and welcome to another episode of TDLS. And I'm super pumped today because I'm here with Chico, right? So, and I think we're going to talk about a lot of great stuff here in this episode, and hopefully you'll learn at least one or two. So, welcome to the show, Chico. How are you, man?
Hey guys. Thank you so much, Jay, for this opportunity to share and talk with you.
For sure, it's my pleasure. So, just to give context in this episode, for those who are listening, can you share a little bit about your background and your personal life? What are you doing right now?
You got it. So I am the founder and the CEO of an agency called Citrus. Basically, what we do is digital marketing, branding, and design and development. And it all involves strategy. And yun yung pinaka-strengths namin ever since. We're in the industry since 2012. So it's been how many years na rin? From small entrepreneurs na tulungan namin, from startups, and even Fortune 500 companies. And yun, pretty much what we do is everything digital, anything under the sun, we do it for you. And our goal is to primarily solve problems and make lives better. Ang cliche, but that's what we do.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you've been in the industry how many long? Can you share your long story growing up? What is like growing up in the Philippines? Like, is it your passion? And yeah,
right. So I've been in the industry. By industry meaning I've been involved in anything internet related or digital since I was high school. For siguro more than 12 or more than 15 years na rin siguro. It was a very long, basically the story is very long na I will just shorten it up.
Sure.
Since I grew up from a very poor family, basic Caviteño boy.
Same here.
After I graduated from high school, we were really literally dirt poor. Mm-hmm. So I have no choice but to work hard and really hustle. So my first racket ever since is when my mom is selling daing na bangus. So me being passionate about graphic design and all about packaging design kasi bata pa ako, obsessed na ako diyan na parang paano kaya nila ginagawa yung logo ng Skyflakes?
Yes.
Or paano kaya nila nako-convince ako na mas gusto kong bilhin yung Pancit Canton versus Quick Chow? Siguro naman pwede mag-question ng brands. So yun yung mga usual parang common questions ko in life when I was a kid. And when ang naging channel namin for us to kumbaga mabuhay at may kakainin kami is nagtitinda si mama ko ng daing na bangus. So dinideliver niya sa mga tindahan or sa mga kapitbahay. And then so ako naman, syempre may bike ako noon. Ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, "Ma, okay lang ba ako magbebenta nito pero bebenta ko siya ng 120 kasi 100 niya binebenta." So ang effort ko, gagawa ko ng sticker, paste ko doon sa pinaka-plastic ng daing na bangus, gagawa ko ng logo, papagandahin ko siya, and ako mismo magdi-distribute sa mga alam kong bibili nun. So doon pa lang, na-expose na ako sa importance of branding. And from there, kumbaga parang maraming bumibili ng isda kasi ang ginawa ko pa nga nung pangalan ng isda ni mama nun is Fish Be With You. So kumbaga doon pa lang.
Yes.
Nag-iisip na ako ng parang, paano kaya magiging catchy para magbenta tong product? So yun, no? And then, one racket to another, naging, rin ako, ayos ng computer. Nag-format ako ng mga computer niya for 200 peso. Nagbebenta rin ako ng mga DVDs or mga MP3 na binuburn sa CD noon. Sa mga millennials or mga Gen Z, hindi nyo na siguro nabutan. Pero back in the day, usong-uso yan, yung pasahan ng CD, yung mga compilation. So ako, ang technique ko noon para makabenta ako ng mga nagpapaburn sa akin is yung mga picture nila, yun yung ginagawa kong cover ng CD, tapos lalagyan ko ng text or logo. So and sa naging racket ko na rin yun, ginawa na rin siyang parang pangregalo sa mga kasal.
Okay.
Na puro favorite songs ng mga ikakasal, no? So doon pa lang, yun, ever since, puro design na ako. Basically, to cut the long story short, design saved my life kasi kung hindi ako marunong mag-design, as simple as Microsoft Paint or Photoshop, siguro hindi ko nagagawa yung mga bagay na yan. And then, siguro, ang naging steps niyan is, naging bantay ako ng computer shop. So, I remember my sweldo back day is 50 pesos lang in one day. Yun ang sweldo ko niyan. No?
Wow.
Oo, 50 pesos lang. And then, siguro, if you do the math, no, in 1 month, 1.5 lang. Pero, I took it as an opportunity kasi libre internet sa computer shop So, bantay ka, may PC ka rin doon, may server ka, 'di ba? So, ang ginawa ko during my spare time, since nakikita ko sa mga kaklase kong nasa college na, is I researched online. May YouTube na yun, yung first beta pa ng YouTube.
Yep.
Nag-Google search na rin ako noon, paano mag-Photoshop, paano mag-design. So, from there, racket, sideline. Hanggang sa nagkaroon na ako ng first job opportunity. This is a very interesting story.
Okay.
So I saw a job post from one of my forums. Yan, may forums pa dati.
Yes.
So I joined, may nagsabi doon na, uy, meron kaming job opportunity dyan. Punta kayo, ganyan.
What
so ako
forum?
naman,
Yep.
it's if you are a listener here, baka familiar pa kayo, it's called Hide Code Store or H.
Yeah.
So basically yung forum na yon, I'm also one of the founder, is nagbibigay kami ng mga libreng code para ma-customize mo yung Friendster mo.
Yeah.
So yun, naging racket ko rin yun. Magpapadesign ka sa akin ng Friendster layout, 100 pesos. Gagawan kita ng logo, gagawan kita ng banners, ng GIF, whatever. So yun, anyway, going back, nagkaroon ako ng first job opportunity when I saw a job posting sa forum. Sabi, naghanap kami ng kahit high school graduate lang. So ako naman, tuwa. And eventually, nalaman ko, networking. so
MLM, no? Right?
Oo, wala naman akong pera dito. Wala naman akong pera ilalabas. Luckily, naawa sa akin yung nag-aya sa akin. Sabi niya, uy, di ba, marunong ka mag-Photoshop? Alam mo, sige, wag ka na mag-apply as networker. Meron kaming job opening for graphic design, pero kailangan ng resume, ganyan. So, I went back home. Sabi ko, sige, mag-apply ako. Nag-ready ako ng resume, gumawa ako resume. Eto na, this is when reality hit me. Sabi ko, patay, wala akong job experience. Wala rin akong wala rin ako educational background, high school graduate lang. So,
Mhm.
anong gagawin ko? And then, from there, sabi ko, teka, ano bang meron akong skill? I can design. So, ang ginawa kong portfolio, para may ma-present ako, I made free posters, I made free packaging, and I made a free logo for that company that I'm applying to. And yun yung pinakita ko sa my portfolio. Unfortunately, na-decline yung first application kasi yung manager, very meticulous. Hindi, dapat college graduate ka eh. Sorry ha. Ganyan. Lucky lang siguro, very lucky lang talaga ako na nakasalubong ko yung owner ng company. Malaysian yon. And that time, yung uso pa yung emo, Jay. Alam ko na daanan mong emo days na yan.
Yeah.
Emo before. So, ang hair ko, very long bangs. Tapos, color yellow pa ang blonde, ang color ko noon.
Sometimes red. Yeah.
Oo, sometimes red. Yan. So, napansin ako nung owner. Sabi niya, I like this guy. Who's this guy with weird hair? I want to talk to him. So, kinausap ako. Eventually, nag-antay ako ng mga magtapos na yung office, magsarado na bago ako kinausap.
Okay.
And then, this is the memorable part for me. He invited me to his office. Sabi niya, so, why are you applying for this job as a graphic designer knowing na wala ka naman job experience? Why should I hire you? Alam mo, sinagot ko, because, hello?
Yes.
Yun. So, ang sinagot ko, nung tinanong ko, why should I hire you kahit hindi ka naman nagtapos, wala ka namang job experience? Why should I hire you? Ang sinagot ko is, the answer is simple. Because I know I can design better than anyone. Yabang, di ba?
Wow. Yes.
Pero ako nun, ang mga design ko nun, sobrang baduy. Pero, kumbaga, yun yung parang, yun na lang ang meron ako eh. Confidence na lang ang baon ko eh. So, ginamit ko siya. Alam mo, sabi nung manager, this is the time when I cried. Sabi niya, and that's exactly the reason, starting tomorrow, you're now hired.
Wow.
You know why? Nilapag niya sa akin, yung mga resume ng mga applicant. I was shocked. Ang mga kasabay ko from mga prestigious schools. Tapos sabi niya, look at their resume. They're all from the top universities in the Philippines. And now, look at their portfolio. Compare it to yours. Tell me who's better. Good.
Cool.
So basically, the work that I did speaks for itself. And then from there, I got my first job na officially. Ang sweldo ko pa noon, if I remember, 10,000 lang a month. Tapos ima-minus mo pa yung pamasahe mo, mga 1,500 or 2,000. Kasi so lahat yun, tiniis ko yun. Kasi syempre, I had no choice. I had no choice but to take whatever opportunity I have and use it, and again, as an opportunity. So during my working days doon, since na-expose na ako sa iba-ibang kausap. Merong kausap akong sales, may kausap akong accountant. Doon ko nararamdaman yung corporate world. Ayan na. Hanggang sa, doon na ako na din natuto paano gumawa ng PowerPoint. Kasi syempre, networking company yun eh. Kailangan mo gumawa ng maraming PowerPoint dyan. So sa akin binigay yun. Naging na ako, designer na ako ng PowerPoint. So syempre din, may mga events yan. Tinuruan na rin ako or parang in-expose na rin ako na dapat marunong ako mag-photography.
Yeah.
May videography na rin. Including web design. Doon din, pinush ako ng boss ko na pag-aralan mo. Alam ko marunong ka mag-design pero I'm pretty sure you can learn all of these things too. Pero alam ko sa totoo lang, alam ko nagtitipid lang siya.
That's the reality.
Hanggang sa one job led to another and led to another hanggang eventually naging CTO ako ng isang company. And then doon na ako that was like siguro 2010 yung mga ganyan.
Cool.
Doon na ako naging proud na sige, mukhang kaya ko na. Kaya ko nang magtayo ng sarili kong kumpanya kasi I've known people na may nakakausap na ako. I also know that I have the strengths already. And then eto na. This is when reality hit me again. Starting from scratch, I thought, porket marunong na ako mag-design, marunong na ako mag-website, akala ko, yung startup life, madali. Akala ko, kaya ko kumausap ng client.
Yes.
It turns out, hindi. For the first 1 to 2 years, I've been eating Lucky Me Pancit Canton lang. I've been really literally 20 pesos in my pocket. I had no choice but to really, kumbaga, choose between should I find another job or continue with my work. na I continue with my idea na gusto ko magkaroon ng sariling company. I did both. So naganap ako ng pwede kong gawing work from home, and then at the same on the side, binubuo ko yung company kong Citrus. So from there, how did I find clients? Ganito lang naging technique ko for freelancers out there, or for starter dyan, sa mga starters sa inyo.
Yep.
Ito yung natutunan ko. Before kasi, naging masyado akong proud sa sarili ko na, hindi, I know, maganda gawa ko so dapat ganito na presyo ko.
Yeah.
Ay, hindi. Dapat, hindi mo ko pwedeng ask ng ganito ganyan kasi that's unfair, ganyan. Lagi ko nang babasa sa mga Facebook group na may mga nagrereklamo mga starter pa lang.
Yes.
My advice is sometimes kahit masakit man sa atin, kailangan mo magtiis. You really need to sacrifice and you really need to kumbaga swallow the pill na kailangan mong gawin hangga't nagsisimula ka pa lang. And my sacrifice that time is gagawa na ako ng free website design kahit hindi ko pa siya kliyente. Para lang may ma-present na ako.
Yeah.
Hindi ko lang doon siya or no. So imagine out of 20 free websites na gagawin ko, only 3 of them will say yes. Pero lahat yun tinanggap ko. Kasi I'm only starting. And eventually, 3 yun nanganak kasi sila rin mismo nag-recommend. Nay, ito si Chico, sobrang effort. Si Chico, mura pa yan. So kunin mo na. Ganyan.
Cool.
So, ayun na. Hanggang sa kumalat na yung word of mouth. Ang naging puhunan ko ever since sa mga network na yon is I'm that guy that you can hire na willing to do extra effort for an affordable price. Ayun.
Cool. So
from
that's your brand. Yeah.
Yon, ever since yon, si Citrus hindi nawawala. Na ang ano nga namin, ang packaging namin versus the competitor. Alam namin maraming competitor dyan. Ever since ang packaging namin is we don't want to see our company as a company, big bold letters company. We want the companies or the clients to see us is as a group of friendly freelancers in one roof. That's it. Now, you're still talking to us like a freelancer. You're still talking to us or working with us as a freelancer, pero mas formal na and mas process-oriented na kami. May contract na, may templates na, meron ng proper invoicing, may proper proposal process na kami. So, yun yung nagugustuhan ng mga kliyente namin ngayon. And, ayun, eventually, lumaki na yung network namin. We were awarded as one of the top agencies and top digital agency and top branding agency last year. Nanalo rin ng BID Awards in Paris last year. And then at the same time, ang pinaka-proudest moment ko is when we won Philippine Best Brand Awards for 2018 last year. Wow. Hopefully, manalo din kami this year ulit for our campaigns. And yun, alam mo, Jay, from someone who's a high school graduate, from someone who's been struggling since bata pa lang, ang proudest moment ko noon is yung awarding night na, ang katabi ko is the owner of the Potato Corner and also the marketing director of Max's Group. So, yun yung parang I've never imagined this, na makakatabi ko itong mga taong to. And yun yung naisip ko na, wow, iba ang ginawa talaga sa design.
Yes.
Iba ang naging tulong sa akin ito. Ito yung naging puhunan ko. So, yun.
It seems like it's really worth it, no, bro. The hard work, the hassle, it's really worth it at the end of the journey, right? So, I just want to highlight the part that you mentioned that you've been really passionate about design since you're little or you're a kid. I think a lot of people or a lot of creatives are medyo nahihirapan sa part na to. Is it internally the dedication, the motivation? How do you cope up or break through on that? From poorest of the poorest to have a mindset, have a confidence. Can you share what's your insight about that?
Good question. So number one, I have the motivation. Number one, ang motivation ko is I need to work or else wala kaming kakainin. That's my motivation. Yeah. Second, I am also self-aware as early as high school pa lang na alam ko marunong ako mag-Photoshop pero hanggang dun lang. Alam kong hindi ako marunong mag-website so I need someone's help for that. I also know napalpak ang English ko. Hanggang ngayon naman, hindi naman perfect ang English ko rin. I also know na hindi ako marunong kumausap ng tao back in the day. As in, to the point na hindi ko alam kung paano ko sasabihin sa'yo kung paano ko ipepresent yung company in pure English. Hirap na hirap ako niyan. And yung mga weaknesses na yon tinanggap ko. And yung mga strengths ko, tinanggap ko rin. Yung motivation, yan yung naging true north ko na knowing that I'm also weak in this area, but I'm also, kumbaga, strong in this part. I'm still going to move forward and reach my North Star. And that's what I did. And then I maximized all the resources I have. I maximized the skills. I maximized all the knowledge that I learned. And come on, free internet yan. So, kumbaga, if ikaw, hindi mo pa rin pinapangahalagaan ang free information, you're losing a lot of opportunities. Hindi lang naman to pang design eh. Kahit gusto mo kunyari maging chef, you can internet, you can YouTube, cooking shows or whatsoever, you will definitely learn. It's a matter of really executing it and really, kumbaga, doing the hard work for you to reach what you want. Ayan yung common problem din kasi na lagi ko naririnig na gusto ko kumita na agad ako eh. Gusto ko maging successful na agad ako. Gusto ko marami na kaming tao sa office namin. Whereas, teka lang, hold back. Ano ba dapat mo munang gawin? So yun. So that's what I did. I learned muna what I'm weak, where I am weak, where I am strong, and ano yung currently what I have, and I maximize those.
Amazing. So that's really amazing, man. The journey, the hassle. I really feel the passion that's burning inside you, right? So, can you share your experience? Like you've been creating a lot of stuff, great stuff, and can you share how do you create another idea from idea? Because I think a lot of creatives are really struggling,
right.
They tend to procrastinate, right? Than to create something new for themselves or for their to design the life that they really deserve, right? Can you share your insights about that, and what's your best practical advice for those who are procrastinating and not recognizing the opportunities in front of us, especially the technologies in front of us?
Sure. Siguro ang pinaka pwede ko i-share is you'll never know, hindi mo alam, baka bukas patay ka na. So anong gagawin mo sa buhay mo? This applies hindi lang sa mga design creatives like us, but it also applies for everyone. If you're gonna waste your time watching TV shows and doing nothing and producing nothing, at the end of the day, once you died, ang ginawa mong last is nothing. So yun ba yung gusto mo maging legacy mo? I'm pretty sure hindi. If you're listening right now and you are creative and you're a freelancer and you're lost, do the hard work, bro. Alam ko ma-achieve mo rin yung goals mo. It will be super duper tough in the first part or the first stages of your life. But I'm pretty sure if you keep on doing it and if you keep on eating the dirt first, next year you're gonna eat caviar na. Next year you're gonna eat whatever you want. Hindi ka na titingin sa presyo ng menu. Ganun lang siya. Ayun.
Yeah. Get things done, right? So take action. That's the secret of all of this, right? So yeah, man, I'm really glad that you've shared that, and thank you so much for being vulnerable, right? So a lot of creatives or the designer are overthinking. I need to be perfect on the front end, right? So I need to be to be aesthetically beautiful. I think there's always a thing that parang dapat maging vulnerable tayo in some ways just to create more opportunities for us, right? So it's really fascinating to hear that from you. And bro, you've grown so much, and you've grown tremendously. The Citrus company. How many employees now? How many of you?
We're now 14. We're now 14. It started with just me.
Wow.
We're now 14, and we're very happy to announce that we're also gonna have our second office in Singapore in the next few years.
Amazing.
So abangan natin.
Cool.
So imagine a Filipino company starting there. So
Yeah.
yun yung mga proudest moment ko na sana lang, yun lang, yung maging vulnerable ako ng konti, na sana nakita ng mom ko. The thing is, she died last year. So, pero nakita naman niya na parang, anak, I'm very happy na finally,
Yeah.
naahon mo na yung, kumbaga, kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin or na-achieve mo na yung goals mo. And, yun, one of them is, yun nga, di ba, since hindi nga ako nakapagtapos ng college or actually high school graduate, I finally decided to go back to college. So I'm now studying ulit.
Wow.
Oo, kasi nakita ko naman na yung value na syempre kahit sabihin natin na college hindi ka nakapagtapos, there are still people who will judge you. Yun yung naging motivation ko na it's not too late to still study. It's not too late for you to still learn new things. I'm currently taking marketing, BSBA marketing in FE Diliman. Kasi that's the thing naman na hindi ko alam. Yun naman yung wala akong ka-idea. How to create events, how to really do the nitty-gritty part of a business plan. Yun yung pinag-aaralan ko. Kasi again, going back to what I have said earlier, I accept whatever I don't have. I accept my weaknesses and I accept ko na yung mga parts ko, kumbaga. And willing akong baguhin yon and willing akong improve yon. That's what I'm doing this. Ayun.
Yeah, and never stop learning, right? So that's probably the most practical thing that I've got from you. And bro, I think you're doing a lot of things in a day. Can you share a little bit about your life in a day for those who are listening?
Wow.
That might be interested on what the hell are you doing in a day? And
okay.
Are you waking up?
Meron
at 5
ako routine every day. I have this routine. Very full ang calendar ko. In fact, for listeners out there, it's ilang beses nang na-move itong call namin ni Jay.
Yeah.
Kasi I've been really, kumbaga, jumping to a lot of meetings and I'm very hands-on pa rin kasi. Kahit sabihin natin na I have 14 people under the company, I'm still very hands-on whenever I talk to clients. Kasi I believe kasi that you need to give the full, kumbaga, effort and the full service that they deserve. That's what I'm doing. So, every day, what I do in the morning, I meditate. Sometimes majority of the time, I don't eat breakfast anymore. I eat it drive-through kasi diretso na agad kami sa next meeting ko in the morning. From there, work on the road. And then from afternoon, meetings after meetings, until makabalik ako sa bahay. If I have a class at school, pupunta muna ako sa school and then saka ako makakauwi. And then, usually, that's the time that I can only have my lunch. Around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. sa canteen ng school. Kasi, for me, sayang yung kausap mo eh. So, as much time as I have, in the effort ko talaga yan. When I go back home, syempre, I spend time with my wife, or sometimes we watch movie or Netflix. And, ayun, by the way, gusto ko share to, no? Na, kung ano yung hobby mo, sometimes, wag mong kalimutan. Well, not really sometimes. Wag mong kakalimutan yung hobby mo. If you love playing games, if you love playing Dota, LOL, whatsoever it is, or you like watching movie, invest mo pa rin yung time mo doon. Kasi yun yung magbubuhay ng creativity mo eh. Na kapag sobrang drain ka na sa work, once you did that, mawawala lahat ang stress mo. In my case, before I go to sleep, I still play Overwatch. And I also play Apex Legend. So, I have a team that I play usually. Mga ano din yun, by the way, mga creative people and IT people. Na lahat kami pare-parehas ang rason ba't kami naglalaro at least 3 hours a night. For us to distress and, kumbaga magkaroon pa rin ng konting tap in the shoulder na, huy, tao ka pa rin. Hindi ka puro trabaho lang.
Yeah.
Ayun, that's what I do. So,
yeah, that's cool. I think playing is, part of the, to enhance more of your creativity, and just don't take so much of your time playing, right? Wag mo sobrahan lang, at least.
Maglagay ka lang ng schedule mo.
That's the best advice, right? So, and do you have any tools you are using, or productivity tools, just to get things done, get all the tasks you've been? Can you share that for our listeners?
Sure. I'm a religious user of Google Calendar. Like everything that I do is scheduled. Like by the hour, by the minute, everything. I also, kumbaga, maximize also the use of Google Voice. Right now, like it's the Siri equivalent of Android phones. I heavily use it. Turns out, nagulat ako when I use it, sobrang smart na niya. If you say, schedule a meeting next week at this hour, the Google Voice will do it. So, yun yung mga nag-shorten ng aking kumbaga, productivity level. And yun, meditation, really. Meditation is really not a tool, but a process or something that you do to clear up your mind. It will definitely help you guys to be organized and kumbaga masync yung before the day starts. Yan. Ayun.
That's it. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, man. And before we wrap up the show, what's your vision after a year with your company, with your personal, works? What's your vision for that?
Sure. Ayun nga. So we are in the process of having a second office in Singapore to open more accounts there, and my overall vision is for me personally. Kasi Citrus is Citrus. It's moving fast, it's moving forward. Yeah. But personally, what I wanted to do is start my own film na. Yun kasi yung yun talaga yung frustration. I mean, frustration ko na gusto ko maging filmmaker. Gusto ko mag-start ng sarili kong movie. And luckily, I found, talented kids from FE Diliman na talaga makaka-partner ko for that. And yun, watch out. Baka mag-release na yung film ko.
Yeah, watch out. And we will look forward to that, man. And thank you so much for spending time with me in the, I think, 7 p.m. now in the evening. Yeah. I didn't see the time. Time flies so fast. And before we redirect them to your leagues or whatever it is, what's your best practical advice for those who are just getting started and just to be as successful as you?
Sure. Make your kumbaga personal brand be important first. Kumbaga mag-invest ka muna sa personal brand mo. Before mo i-introduce yung group mo or company mo. Whenever you talk to clients, hindi nila tinitingnan madalas kung ano yung kaya mong i-offer a service. Tinitingnan nila madalas is sino ka at katrabaho ko. So if nakita ka nilang maayos ka magtrabaho, passionate ka sa trabaho mo, or the way you present it is alam mo and may commitment ka sa ginagawa mo na they can trust you with their account, definitely you'll get the job. Improve how you brand yourself, and sunod-sunod na yan. Eventually, yung company mo makikilala, and eventually, ikaw din makikilala.
That's it.
Hello?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, man, for sharing that. And where can they find you? Can you share your links or best channel that they can reach you out if they have any questions?
Sure. By the way, I'm also in the process of getting lots and lots of freelancers. So if you have, if you wanna have racket with us, and you can contact us all at our website at www.citrus.ph.
Thanks, man, and talk to you again later.
That's it. Thank you for inviting.
And that's it. Thank you so much for listening to the Design Live show. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you want to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/TDLS or go to thedesignliveshow.com. And you can find the donate button on the top to learn more on how you can support the show. And for some cool extra stuff, you can get an access to my private contents like AMAs, where I take questions exclusively from Patreon subscribers, or check out other stuff I made where I talk about essentialism, design, creativity, and business. I give a lot of value into this podcast that can't be seen anywhere else online. Again, that's patreon.com/TDLS. Thanks for listening to the show, and talk to you guys again next week.